Yo, welcome to the real you with Monster. I am the monster, Montrezl Harrell. This is the first of many episodes, but the first one we definitely had to kick it off with a special one. Here with the famous Drew League host, the face of the Drew, Miss LA basketball herself, Chaniel Smiley.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Before we start, Irene, can you pass that to me? In the corner, the what's it called? The flowers.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Definitely got to start it off right. Definitely got to start it off right. It's Empowerment Day, so we definitely got to start it off right. We got one that definitely talented women in Los Angeles. Her name speaks, volume to itself. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Nah, definitely,
Appreciate that.
definitely. So, I done said enough about introducing you, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, I'm Chaniel Smiley. I'm the commissioner of the Drew. I've been the commissioner for the last 7 years. Grew up in Los Angeles, South Central, Watts, however you want to call it. Born and raised. This is my home, and I love what I do. And yeah, just trying to kick it off and make sure that we continue to grow the brand each and every year and provide a platform for the guys. Just have fun with it.
For sure. So, what does being from Los Angeles mean to you? Like, that's what does being from LA mean to you? Everybody has a different versions of it, what they think of LA. I
Yeah.
know how I think of it. What I was brought up to think. Me and my boy was actually talking about it earlier on the phone because I'm from the East Coast.
Okay.
And we thought of LA as Bloods, Crips. You go out there, you don't know what's happening. Like it's over. They gonna get you. Like you
Yeah.
feel me? That's what
Yeah.
we was brought up to think. You feel me? So
Yeah.
like actually being from LA, you feel me? Like what is that? You feel me? Like you tell me.
No one's ever asked me that question, and I never really had to think about it, but it is funny you say that, like out of towners having to figure out like what to wear and they see what's on TV and try to figure out like it's a stigma. But me growing up in LA, I mean, it's home. It's gonna forever be home. I I love how diverse it is. I love that the opportunities are here because if you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, you can get it done here. And so I love that we have some of the best food from all different kind of cultures and backgrounds. So the diversity is what really allows me to enjoy what LA has to offer, you know. And but yes, we do have the dark side of the Bloods and Crips, but understanding that story of how that all came about, people will have a better understanding of why.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the migration period of people from the South coming down to LA to make it what it is now, and put our own little twist to it. But I love how laid back it is, but yet it's a fast city at the same time. So, and then we have the most beautiful weather. So,
Man, that you do. That you do. I fell in
yeah,
love as soon as I got off the plane today, man. That you do.
yeah.
So the next question that I kind of jotted down was, let's see. Well, definitely, I'm gonna actually recognize that. You said me and you was talking before we started. You just got back from New York,
Yes.
and you was just honored by Adidas for the Women's Empowerment
Yes.
Award. Give a little spill about that.
Yeah. So I really appreciate Adidas. Shout out to Adidas Women. They celebrated 9 individuals. Honoring Black Excellence is what the event was called.
Mm-hmm.
And it was women from all over. It was from Louisiana, Miami, um, St. Louis, and LA is what I was represented by with my mother. So it was all women. They brought us out there to meet the other women, and we just had a ball. Like they treated us so special. We had a brunch, we had like a party, we had a luncheon, retail experience, but basically it was about giving us our flowers. Mm-hmm. So people give flowers when they're gone. Mm-hmm. and honor them when they're gone and say all the speeches.
Right.
It's like the whole point about it was let's show praise and your recognition of what you do in this industry that you are familiar with. So basketball was mine in the sports. We had some young ladies that were into design, like footwear.
Also, it wasn't just basketball.
It wasn't just basketball. Dope. Yeah, I was the group. Our group was the ones just representing basketball.
That's dope. That's super dope.
Yeah, and there was other categories that were there. So we all just came together as one and celebrated each other. So it was about giving them the flowers and while they're here and creating a purpose. So whatever it is that you're into, love it, be passionate about it, and then it was all towards our foundation too. Right. So that's why I appreciate the flowers.
Now, no, for sure, definitely. Like I said, I thank you for even being here, man, being the first of many podcasts I hope to have, and especially on this special day of International Women's Day, man. So it only played out right. So what you said actually is great, leading into my next question, because that's me. I want to know from your perspective, what is LA basketball? Like, what is Los Angeles basketball?
LA basketball, heavy.
Hold on, before you start.
Yeah.
What is LA basketball for you? And then I'm going to ask you versus what it is now. How about that? Okay. It's definitely different from when you seen it and the people that you seen playing the game and the guys you was around that was actually in school doing it, you feel me, versus what we at now. NIL deals, high school kids doing the stuff they're doing. So that's why I kind of want to know.
Like where I was growing up, like everything was, as far as basketball, especially like in high school, everybody was like stuck to their own community as far as the schooling go. And that's what made the rivalry so special. Now with like open enrollment, you could go wherever. So we got kids from Watts going all the way to like San Pedro or to the Valley and stuff like that. But it's a good and bad thing. But I like the old school way of like if you grew up in that area, you go to that school. Right. That's your home. You got to rep the area. Yeah. And then it changed. I think around 2004, and then that's when things kind of just. I don't know, but I'm not a fan of it like that. But I understand the opportunity because if you have a kid that's very talented and, you want to make sure he get a good look, he'll go to a school that's tough for him to play for, exactly. in a situation where he's the best kid, but y'all still losing. So I understand. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You feel me? Like, even with my situation, we wasn't like, we was losing, but we wasn't that big name of a school. So my senior year, I ended up leaving going to Harvard. I went to a prep school. So I understand exactly what you mean. Exactly. I understand exactly what you mean. But what would you say, like what would you say is the staple of LA basketball? Like, what makes LA basketball what it is? What makes LA basketball what it is?
Don't give me no political answer. Give me what you think.
Yeah. That's a great question. As far as what I think it is today.
Overall, it ain't got to be today. It ain't got to be like this. Overall, what you think LA basketball is, like, what is the staple? You feel me? Like,
I think LA basketball is on top right now. Right. I know we have the whole thing about New York and all that. But LA has been taken over for a nice little while.
I do some traveling now. I go around. I'll be in all these leagues now. So I mean,
and that's why it's special to like, have those type of like battles, like when we do the PABC and stuff like that, and they bring their best and we bring our best, and it's like, let's see who really rocking, you know. I definitely would like to see like some of the Midwest teams in there, like Chicago and stuff like that, but in Detroit, but Oh, okay. But it's, as far as LA basketball, I think definitely we are leading the pack. I feel like we play the game in a very honorable way. I know the whole street ball element was big, especially back in the day when you're talking about like New York ball and what is that, the N1 era and stuff like that. But we've always, like, I felt like, stayed true to the game and stuff. But I mean, there's some great balls. When I went to Philly, like, shout out to the Rump League, I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Like, those guys got game. Like, they was hooping, and I was like, yeah, y'all need to bring some of them to LA because we want to battle that.
All right, all right. Shout out to the Rump. Shout out to the Rump. I didn't want my territory there before too.
Yeah. No, I had a great time. But it's all love at the end of the day. A lot of the commissioners get together and we powwow, and what we're doing for each one of our cities is special because we're all in in the inner city,
right.
And what we're doing is for our community as far as the give back. So it's always gonna be a friendly battle, but at the end of the day, we're gonna always make sure that we try to stay on top. So
right.
yeah,
right, for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So you mentioned something in that comment. This isn't a question I had, but you said something about the N1 era.
Yeah.
You actually seen that?
Yeah, I was.
Because I watched the documentary. I watched that documentary.
That documentary was
special. I actually watched it.
It actually made me pretty sad to see how it all
unfolded. Definitely was wild. Definitely was wild. And then you want to know what's crazy? I actually signed with N1.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah, when I was with the Clippers for a little while, I signed with them for a year.
Okay.
And I mean, it's a dope brand. What they're still doing, they're still actually building out. They got a new line of shoes that they're doing, but they're also trying to stick to the originals, the Ben Wallace stuff that they had, the original Tai Chi.
Okay.
So they're doing some good things. You feel me? They're definitely improving the brand. I definitely enjoyed my time being there. It's just I'm a sneakerhead, man. So they wasn't being able to produce as fast as I needed, man. Especially when I was like I was sending hella mock-ups, like colorways. I had like color pencil. I'm drawing the colors. I'm doing different things, like, cause I love shoes. So I was ready to get, you feel me, into it. But it's like they just couldn't produce them fast enough. You feel me? So it wasn't nothing wrong with the deal or anything like that. It's just me myself. Like, I love shoes, so that's why I went into my own endowments of creating my own shoe, and that's why I met with that lane. But tell me what you think about that. You feel me?
With the N1?
Yeah.
I loved it. I was a huge fan of N1. I used to have all the shirts with the crazy, like, sayings in the back.
Fire.
I used to watch all the DVDs, like Sick With It, he from LA, his name, Black Santa.
Mm-hmm.
That's my boy Kenny Bruner. And yeah, a lot of those, like, Hot Sauce probably was like my favorite.
Right.
But yeah, those guys brought something special to the game that will forever, be cherished.
Right.
So these kids these days, they thinking they seeing something now, but it's like, nah, y'all gotta see the DVDs back in the day. That's where it all stemmed from. That's where it came from.
For sure. And actually, to have a person like Skip to My Lou be there in that era, and then he goes to the league. Like, what do you think of that?
As far as him going to
just the whole playing in that era, being in that N1 stage, you feel me, and taking the lead.
You had to be a dog back then to go through that because the opportunities now are a lot easier to get through than how it was back then. It was a hustle, a grind, and for him to get that opportunity from where he was at, hustled into the N1, and then to be the only player to get from an N1 deal to, I mean, that was remarkable. And I feel like even when it comes down to like leagues like the Drew, Dykeman, Rucker, Miami Pro, and all of those guys, like, that's
ABL.
I
ain't gonna let her slip on.
Oh yeah, my boy Ja, Brunson, Sean, all them guys. Like, we we want to that, like, that's what we do it for. It's the love of the game. It's just seeing that transition, because we know, like, there's different angles to get into the league. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes just, you got the right agent to get you. It's just all kind of different ways. And but what he did, that was just like that, right?
It work.
Right. So I just wish more guys was able to get, get there. Especially, it's a sight to see if they're able to, like, transition from.
Do you think they could have?
Absolutely.
Because that's a lot of street ball. It's a lot of moves, and it's a lot of stuff that they don't carry.
That's not going to work when they get to the league. Yeah,
do you think they can really carry it over? But Skip Malou did it, and he still
did it.
kept that flavor from the and one. He still had a move and skipping up the court and stuff like so. He still kind of did it. Like, do you think most of those guys could have crossed over?
Those guys back then.
Because if you watch that and one mixtape, you watch the documentary that they had on Netflix, you see those guys and they got the clips and like those DVDs are kind of hard to come by now. But if you actually watch them, like you see those guys and like they was athletic. They had the crossovers and stuff like that. But the thing about it is like some of those would have been called a certain way in the league. Like, so do you think like they all could have made it?
It's hard to say because like and that's where it gets real shaky because it's like, well, you throwing it on top of the head, you spinning around with the ball in your shirt. That's not going to.
It's a show.
It's a show.
Right.
It's entertainment.
Right.
So when you take that part off, let me see what your real game is. That's the part, like, we don't know. But the entertainment part, you got that down.
For sure.
But that's why I feel like they probably couldn't segue into the league because it's not real basketball.
Right. Understood. So my next question that I had is where, and I kind of know where you're gonna kind of go with it, but where would you rank the LA scene of basketball as far as the basketball scenes across the world? What would you rank LA?
It's I would say it's how would I rank it from the. We definitely up there. Mm-hmm. We definitely up there. I mean, we've had so much talent that came through the city for a long period of time. Definitely guard heavy. But I would say we have some of like the best coaches, trainers out here, and I just wish that they're able to get out there in the league as well. I know it's tough. It's a fraternity, so it's kind of knowing who to deal with. But I think LA basketball is at a high escape right now.
I feel that. So this category we're about to get into right here is probably gonna take us hella hours right here. This is what she's known for right here.
Okay.
The Drew League herself. So I got hella questions for this category right here. So my very first one that I have to start out with, and I want to know because I haven't played in the Drew myself for probably about what?
You've been there for about 5 years now.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Finally
got it. Don't it take a minute?
Man, it takes a while, don't it?
People don't.
I had to get my own team to do it. Me and Frank had to build my own team to do it.
Some people be having to shuffle around.
You got to be coach, manager. You feel me? It's tough to get one of these, man. It's tough. I done been to the show. What you feel me? I'm like Braun in the Drew, man. I done been to the championship how many times?
I want to say you've been twice.
I've been more than twice.
No.
I've been more than twice. I lost 2 years in a row. What team
you was with before you?
I lost 2 years in a row. I got LA Unified. I've been to the dance a long time, okay. Chanel. I've been to the dance a long time, Chanel. My fault. I'm like Braun in the Drew now. It gets tough on that championship game. You feel me, y'all? It gets tough, y'all. Especially when y'all up the rules that one time. You feel me? Then when we added them 2 minutes.
So that's a rule. I mean, not a rule.
It went 8 to 10.
So as far as
it went 8 to 10.
Right, but guess who?
Okay, I was fine with it.
This how it works. So the coaches know in the meeting, which we have like 2 months before we tip off. In the rules, we say, look, when it comes down to to the championship, if y'all want to extend it to 10, we'll extend. But both teams got to agree. Both coaches got to agree. If one say no, we're going to keep it at 8, keep it regular. Your coach said 10.
I was with it.
The other coach said 10. We was like, all right. Well,
okay. All right. Something that wasn't even a question. I'm glad. I know.
I wouldn't have did the 10.
I don't know.
Especially when you're playing 6.
Yeah, it's tough. That was a tough one. We was only running about 6-7 players. That was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough. And we caught an injury that day. We caught an injury that day too.
Sure did.
Yeah, so it happens. Did. But my first initial question about the Drew, I wanted to know. I want to know what is when did the Drew, like, what is your original Drew story, like, of the start of the Drew?
The start of the Drew?
Yeah. Like, how did the Drew started for you? Because
For me, or how it started in
give me both. Give me both.
Okay.
I want to know in general how it came about.
Okay.
And then I want to know what is your original Drew story.
I got it mixed. Okay. So it started in 73 at Drew Middle School, Charles Drew Middle School. And my dad's mentor, his name's Alvin Wells. He was one of the coaches back then at the middle school, just like, just one of the neighborhood guys that brought together kids in the community after school program. Hey, I want to build a league. Make sure that the kids got something to do when they get out of school. Start off like that, and then it started just gaining more and more interest from people from other parts of the city. Mm-hmm. So now it's just not a neighborhood thing. It's people coming from Pasadena, people coming from the Valley, San Diego, now making this a legitimate like league. So it went from 6 teams to like 10, 14. Now we got, at one point we had 28 teams. About a good 12 years ago. Yeah, 28. I don't know how we did it, but that was when we were at Washington Park. So we've only been at 3 locations: Charles Drew Middle School, mm-hmm. Washington Park, and now King Drew. So my dad took over in '84, and that's when he came up with the motto that we live by today: is no excuse, just produce. So he came up with that in '84, and then he was the commissioner from there all the way up to 2017. And then that's when I took over. But my memories of the Drew is, I didn't have a summer growing up. My summer was at the Drew every weekend with my family. My mom still doing what she's doing today in the snack bar, in a little PE closet, making hot dogs and stuff like that. I remember.
Your mom working now? Your mom still working there like to this day?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
At the snack bar?
I didn't know that.
You probably ran into you just probably just didn't know who she was. But yeah.
I never knew that.
All the aunties in the snack bar, one of them is her, the one that did the Drew age.
And it's crazy because I've probably done it even because that's what I'm known for, coming up there grabbing. That's why I never knew that.
That's my mom.
That's dope.
So it's a family thing. Everybody there is related somehow. Mm-hmm. Most of us went to Charles Drew Middle School and grew up in that neighborhood. So everybody just come back, volunteer, help, work, figure out some kind of way to be a part of it. Our foundation members are all people from the middle school. And yeah, so when I took over, I didn't really want to take over. I was just helping. After I came back from school, I was like trying to figure out like what I wanted to do. But I seen that my dad needed help. Like he was struggling with like how I'm gonna make ends meet, how I'm gonna get this league going without hurting myself, right? Yeah. And so, but he was so passionate about it. He was just hustling and I think he had like a plumber's company like sponsor the uniforms at one point, so he just loved it. Right. And then after the lockout period is when things started going back on the upscale for the league, and then it really put more attention on pro-ams because none of the players could play anywhere. Sure. So I took over in 2017 once I saw how tough it was for him mentally. Mm-hmm. It was challenging, and so he just needed help. And then I was like, all right, I got you. And then he showed me the ropes, and then after that I just wanted to make sure that it survived for another umpteen years, because the city needed it. It's more than just what it is in South LA. Like, it's global now. So now we're overseas doing things. We've taken guys out there never been overseas, never even had a passport, and they getting a chance to see, like, look, you could go if you don't make it to the league, overseas is always an option. Sure. People are making good money over there too. So, so we was just showing like more just an opportunity of like how you can really make it in this industry. Besides, even on the court, we got our referees. Some of our referees started out playing at Drew. They were retired, then they became referees. and now they're in the NBA or in the D League or in the WNBA, and that's their give back coming back every year.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
dope.
a full circle.
That's dope. Nah, it's definitely I've seen a lot of NBA guys and wrestlers I cross paths with, man. That's still that you got that connection with. Even when the NBA season rolls around and they ask me, you gonna be out there this summer?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know I'm gonna be out there. You know I'm gonna be out there. So it's amazing to see what you guys have done over the years, which I have come from back then, and where y'all at now, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, definitely. So who was the first pro to bless the Drew League?
Who was the first pro? Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna ask some good ones.
Cause I was young, so I wanna say.
You got to fact check this now.
Man,
I'm gonna ask the OGs this summer.
Byron, coach for Lakers. Byron Scott.
Oh, okay.
That's the first one.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I feel like that's the right answer.
Okay. I'm gonna fact check that again, y'all. I'm gonna ask the OGs this summer now for sure. I'm gonna fact check that, but that's hard. And like to see him be the first, and to see how many guys have blessed it since then, man. What is your feelings towards that? Because y'all, you done had some ones in there.
Oh man, it's such
that Washington Park clip is crazy.
People was parked on the sand.
Yeah, I won't there for that one, but yeah, tell me about that one. That's a one for the one right there.
Washington Park was dope because my dad, that was his that was where he worked at. Right. That was his job. Okay, and that was like the neighborhood park that everybody grew up going to. And he just retired like 2 years ago at that park.
I only been up there once. I literally with Chubbs. I only been up there once and hooped one time. Like it was probably like my second year playing with the Clippers.
Okay.
I went there and just hoop, pick up with Chubbs one time.
Yeah. Yeah. That part is like sacred. It's like no one messes with that gym. Right. Everybody, all the neighborhood guys over there, they like this is like. Nobody's coming. Haven. Yeah, they protect it. They respect it. My dad still lives in that neighborhood right now to this day. He been there since the 50s, 60s.
That's wild. He done seen everything. He done seen
when the Crips and Bloods started until all the way to today. Like he done seen everything on that block. Yeah. The gentrification, the whole switch up of everything. So, yeah, like to see the talent that comes through the Drew and respect it and really, and that's what we pride ourselves with. Some places they feel like, okay, because you are in the league, you just come in and just do whatever you want to do. Like we like, nah, you need to go out here and play. Like you respect the game like that, So, and I would never forget we had to tell Kobe we couldn't let him play because of our integrity. It's playoffs, so the rule is. Playoffs.
Oh, I know it. I know the rule.
You can't come
I know it
for the first time.
I know it.
So just imagine telling Kobe we can't let you play.
Didn't know y'all did that. Didn't know y'all did that.
So that's why we end up having a special game when him and James played. So the video.
That was a special game.
That was a special game.
Oh man, I'm getting some tea. I'm getting some tea today.
So because we couldn't.
I'm getting some tea today, y'all. This a real good episode 1. I'm telling you right here. She told Kobe Bryant no.
We had no choice.
She told Kobe Bryant
no. He respected that.
And that's real. Yeah. That's like for you to like actually stand on that rule and him to respect it. Like that's real. That's real respect and real, you feel me? But then y'all blessed the city with the double back game and it was on
a Tuesday. If I recall, it was a Tuesday. Damn. You don't play on Tuesdays
at all.
Kobe game was gonna be on Tuesday, and the whole point of doing that was for our guys to work out together so we could go play the Goodman League in DC. Mm-hmm. So that was like a practice game for us. So yeah, so that was man, that was so special. The whole city came out. We told people like, "Hey, don't tell nobody," but
come on now,
Kobe coming. We had to like tell, Parks and Rec, the sheriffs and stuff. And then a helicopter came around, hovering over. They was on horseback. It was kids running off. We made sure the kids got in, and it was dope.
Man, that's wild. That's wild. Like that's big right there. Like for the actually, I only seen clips of it, and then to see that battle, and then
to be there. I don't know how all them people fit.
Man, what? Definitely. I told you I only been in that gym once, and then like I said, to actually see the clips and then actually going there for that first time I've been there. Yeah, I don't know how at all y'all made that happen.
How we made it happen?
We
I thought up in that thing.
Yeah, I thought the Bron fiasco that y'all put on was kind of crazy, but
that one was wild. I didn't know that was about to happen until.
Nah, we ain't gonna go into that yet. We ain't skipping. We ain't skipping now. We ain't skipping. We ain't skipping now. We got some. We gonna get in those. But out of all the people that have came through the Drew, over the years, from you being involved of it, maybe from little to where you are now, what player do you remember the most? Pro, non-pro. What player do you remember the most?
I'm gonna say one non-pro, and then I'm gonna say a pro. Non-pro is Kenny Brunner, and the pro, I'm gonna say Kobe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why the non-pro?
It was something about Kenny that he was a neighborhood like he was a special guy. He's from Compton, and he had a bright future. And then what happened was he had some issues going on at He went to Georgetown, and some issues going on at Georgetown that pretty much set him back. And he didn't think anybody was gonna give him a chance. And a lot of people was just throwing dirt on his name, and came back to Drew. And I remember my dad saying, like, Kenny, like, like, we believe in you, we love you, we want to embrace you because of what happened in Georgetown. Leave that in Georgetown. And he came back to LA, and mind you, he was a prominent player. He was somebody that was gonna make it big, you know what I mean? And then when he came back, I think he ended up winning the championship with Problems. At the Drew, he cried. He was just emotional because he thought everybody like
turned their back on.
Right. But we didn't. And he was so passionate about the game. He loved the game so much. And then he ended up getting a deal with Anwan, Bad Santa, and he didn't go to the league, but the Drew was like his league. That was his NBA. You know what I'm saying? Because of the love and support that we showed him. So and then the pro Kobe, just because that's Kobe. Like, I don't know what more to say. Without saying, that's it, right?
Yeah, we ain't got to say much about that. That's without question. You feel me? To have somebody like that coming bless the league itself. Man, it's we can go on days about that. So now you can go back to that other one that you was getting on.
Okay.
And
like how that day was.
Yeah, for sure.
Stressful. Stressful as hell.
And the day we talking about is the day that my gang got bumped up.
Yep, bumped up. Sorry.
For Braun to come in and have all them people around the court, all over the place.
We was
kids left and right.
Late.
Floor sweating. Games pushed back.
Pushed all the way back. Yeah.
It's wild. You feel me? And I'm gonna give some insight to how I feel about that game. You feel me? But this we might. I'm gonna say that one for when we get into our little segment later on. I'm gonna wait for that one. But tell me what that day was for you, because that was a lot. That was a lot.
So some people be thinking we know ahead of time when somebody gonna come. Really, I don't know until like maybe a week before, a couple days, maybe the day of. I didn't know.
I probably don't know one person that's gonna consistent play. Me,
huh? That's what?
That's gonna consistent play. Me, huh?
DeMar too.
Oh yeah, definitely. DeMar,
definitely. Yeah, that's consistent.
Yeah.
But when I saw the tweet first, that's how I got it. People hit me and like, so this real? I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I think I was at a repass or something, and I didn't know what was taking place until like my phone kept blowing up screenshots, And I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, "No, that's not happening.
Right.
That can't be happening." And then I heard from his security, and I was like, "Oh shit!" People, I didn't mean to curse.
You good? Nah,
okay,
we ain't got no sponsors here. We do what we want here. We do what we want here. I'm about to wait till we get in that other segment. I'm gonna really get spicy now. Oh my god! I'm gonna really get spicy for this other segment now. Yeah.
So I ended up, so we ended up, talking to security, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. And I was like, man, it's going to be what it is. I don't know what extra special treatment, but come through this back way, then walk this way, but we'll make sure we try to, have a smooth entrance and exit. But that's all we could really provide. But yeah, never anticipated that happening the way it did, but I'm glad it happened the way it did. Because, and I was able to alert. We had our junior Drew kids there that morning, so the line is all down the street.
Yeah.
And our babies are in there playing, and they didn't know. The parents didn't really know.
Right.
I told the parents, do not leave.
Yeah.
Because in about a couple hours, you're not gonna want to LeBron's play. So I wanted to make sure our babies got
for sure.
So most of our community kids did come, and we let them come in and see. Because it was people that came from all over the place.
Yeah,
getting dropped off. And I was just like, yeah, I hope you get in, but,
for sure.
The community got to get this.
For sure. That's what it's for.
And it's free, so.
That's what it's for. That's what the Drew League is about. That's one thing I can say the reason why I love playing the Drew is a league that gives back to the community. It's for the community. Man, these kids, their parents don't have the means to buy these NBA tickets, man, and actually being able to put them in front to see, NBA players in this statue, man. So to actually, see these guys come out in the summer and play the game of basketball and just show the love for it, man. That's definitely why I constantly come out to the Drew and play every year that I do, man. Ever since I started, so it's definitely like I said, definitely it's an honor, man, to be a part of it for the many years that I have, and I definitely thank you for letting me be a part of that. But yeah, that day was definitely wild. My team definitely put on the show, starting off the morning for sure. I think we had the first game actually, if I'm not mistaken. Man, that was a wild one.
Yeah,
that's a wild one. We being first game, we usually about middle to last, man. You see how they do us, man. You see how they do us, man. I understand. It's okay. Hold on. Let me clap for who they brought in. Clap who they brought in. It's understandable. I ain't mad, but nah, for sure, because my brother got to see it, and my brother got a picture with me, him, and Quavo that was there at that point in time. And then he got the picture with Braun.
Yeah.
So it was big, man, for actually the community to be a part of. My brother to see it was amazing, man. Y'all to actually come up with that day. So my next question, as far as the Drew go, what is a moment that happened in the Drew that is always going to be a staple? Besides that Kobe moment and that him coming out playing in that battle he had against James Harden, but what is that staple moment for the Drew League for you?
On the court, staple moment.
You can go on the court and off the court, because like I said, the Drew League itself is for give back for the community.
Right.
So
a moment that I always enjoy is when we do the scholarships. So if people ever pay attention, the courtside seats.
Yep.
Right? So the courtside seats, half of them are with our sponsor, and then the other half we have people buy the courtside seats, and it's a donation. 100% of the proceeds go to our foundation. And then at the end of or maybe close to the end of the season, we select 10 students that are in high school, seniors going to college, whether they're going to a JUCO or university, and we give them all the proceeds that come from those courtside seats. Yeah. So I love honoring them each year because I always talk so highly about our, it's free. Our snack bar, everything under there is under $8.
Yeah, you
so
go to the snack bar, eat good, rack up. You feel me? And then on top of it, y'all have y'all give back to the community in other ways of having the food trucks. My ice cream guy, he's always there, man. He's always gonna be getting me right. You feel me? Just to have and see those people come back constantly in the community, man. It's amazing what y'all do, man. It's definitely amazing, man. So that's one off the court, but tell me what's on the court.
The other one I love when um, when CP and James played together. That was their first time playing together when after CP3 he had that deal. Chris Paul made that deal with Rockets.
I think that's the one I missed, but I definitely think that was our team and Lou played. LA Unified.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they had the red and black.
Crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game was dope because that was the first time. So of course we had so many like media partners that wanted to get that shot because it was like, oh, this is the first time we see them playing together because that was a big deal at the time.
That's a dope one for you to pick that. You feel me? Shout out to OG Lil too, because I think he had like a 60 ball that game, maybe 50, 60 ball if I ain't mistaken.
It was up there.
It was one of them games, because Bobby was going crazy too.
Bobby was going crazy.
Yeah, I remember that game. I won't hear. I was supposed to come to that game. I forgot what happened, but they were going crazy that game. So
that game was fun.
Yeah, definitely shout out LA Unified, man. That was my first Drew League team I came on with, and the guys I played with on that team, man. Let's talk about that.
The LAU guys.
Yeah, not even the LAU guys, just the guys from around LA in general that come back and play in the Drew League. We can go Pooh, Bobby,
Harrell, Big Red,
Bob. Yeah, D Wright.
Yeah.
His brother.
DeLon, yeah.
Baron.
Yes, Baron, Trevor.
Yeah, TA.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of guys.
It's a lot of guys that like that's in their own backyard. So it's like gotta play in the Drew.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what's funny is that they used to have a team back in the day. It was called Westchester.
Okay.
You know, high school, so they just called them Westchester Boys, something like that. I mean, they used to get slaughtered every game. But it built character.
For sure.
But as they grew up, man, no one could touch LA Unified.
Right.
Yeah. When they became them, like, but yeah, they definitely got hit upside the head a couple times in that middle school era.
I want part of that. You know, shout out to LA Unified for sure though for being. I was able to be part of coming along with those guys, and my first Drew League experience, man, was just I don't know. I was amped up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man, because like I never played in it before, and the first time I actually kind of got invited to kind of come along and be a part of it was from Bobby. LA Unified, team that he been a part of for many years, man, and to be a part of that team and to see the many guys that I was actually being able to be teammates with, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, I love all those guys, and Will too. That was I forgot to mention, man, super talented.
For sure.
So like his IQ for the game is remarkable, and he was one of our coaches too for the PABC, won back to back. But yeah, that's one team for sure. I would say in the new era that dominated the Drew, LA Unified.
For sure.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was a team called Team Champions.
Okay.
Yeah, those are some LA legends who they were part of the 50th anniversary. Some guys. It was what's really cool about that day. Like a lot of the youngsters, the guys were like, man, I heard about him.
Right.
Like my dad told me about him.
Yeah,
like so that's the one all city that scored over such and such. Like that's them. They
it was dope.
That was
dope for me to actually be a part of that day too and actually meet them. That was dope. That's dope. That's hard. So what is? Give me a rival in the Drew.
A rival,
it's there.
Right?
They there.
Oh man,
they there.
Rival. A rival.
Give me the rival game for you.
Right now.
The rival team. My fault. The two rival teams.
I would say. Shoot. Man. Hold on. There's a few. I would say Soldiers and Redemption.
Okay.
Is a rival now because the two head coaches split. They used to coach together.
Yeah.
Coach Keon, Coach Roland.
Yeah.
They came together. They split, and so that's a rival for sure.
Yeah.
Anytime Cheaters and I Can. That's Coach Rock and Coach Cav.
Okay, yeah.
They go way back.
Okay.
Back in the day. I feel like problems and probably Blazers. Yeah.
Okay.
Black Pearl can't stand y'all. He didn't
What's
twice,
what's some? So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know I was on 3 teams as far as Drew.
Yeah.
I started out LA Unified. Mm-hmm. I ended up going to Public Enemy. Mm-hmm. And I got my own team with Tuff Fades. Yeah. So when she say y'all, you gotta ask her what team she's talking about. Okay. When she says y'all, so what y'all is you talking about? And I already know the y'all.
It's Tuff Fades and Public Enemy because y'all kind of came. Y'all,
it's public enemy.
It's public enemy.
It's public enemy.
Yeah, because y'all
public enemy.
Tuff Fades.
You feel me? Everybody hates Tuff Fades, baby. It's okay. Everybody hates catching that fade. It's okay.
I say Public Enemy was like the target for those few years.
Definitely, because we would have them. Yeah,
y'all down.
Yeah,
like
even before then, even before I was there. They still had that target on their back because even when I was at Unified, they had it because that's when there was a Public Enemy that they had before was it when there was Public Enemy before that what was they called before that the games team.
That was called it was Go Ham in the beginning and then he changed it to
that wasn't the team.
You don't remember Go Ham? That was his first.
It was the one that was like black and blue.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't think of the name. But that's the team it built from. Because all of them is all of them is them players. Bill, all of them.
They started with Game. They started with Game team and Tracy was like
the coach.
The coach.
Yeah, the assistant coach.
But Game was kind of running it. It was like a whole little feud. That's why they ended up splitting and Game did what he did and then
that's done. That's for that next segment. Don't worry, don't get into that now. Don't overstep. Don't overstep. But we're gonna stay on the team we talking about. So it's Public Enemy. That's the team when she says y'all. When she says y'all, it's Public Enemy. But like I said, as far as that, this right here, them fades, everybody hate the fades, baby. Everybody hate to catch that fade on Saturday or Sunday. That's what it was, man. So but now so man, we're gonna go ahead and get into that next segment, man. Okay. So this next segment that we had that I'm kind of introducing. It's exotic taste.
Okay.
Exotic taste.
I'm here for it.
These snacks are some of the ones that I kind of chose out. Mm-hmm. Different little gummies, chips. You grab one, and we about to get into some. We about to get into some overall spicy conversation.
Barbecue with honey. Okay.
I'm gonna pour me a little shot too, y'all. Cause this one about to get good. I'm about to ask some spicy questions too, y'all.
All right, I'm here for it.
She ain't gonna be able to hide from these.
I'm gonna do the sour ones.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be able to hide from these questions, y'all. this is the exotic taste is the spicy questions we got coming right here.
Sure.
So that's a lot of them I got too. It's a lot of them I got. Okay. What's the first one I want to throw out there? Tell me about that situation. When you said that with the we're gonna start off with a heavy one. Yeah, I'm gonna tap this shot.
Go ahead, sip some.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap this shot one time because the situation I'm talking about.
Which one? Because it felt like it was
it's a couple. It's definitely a couple. I told you this kind of spicy talks right here. So, but the first one I'm going with was a national headliner one.
Not the national headline.
Come on now, you know Game done whooped off on his teammate. Tell me.
I was so irritated. Because it happened so fast, right? Because everybody says, what happened? I'm like, I don't even know. I just know I was running.
I left that day. We had an earlier game, and I left that day. Man, I left. We played earlier. You know, I don't really stick around too much unless it's like the homies or somebody I know I'm about to watch. But, you know, we put the work on our team. We could go on, you know.
I feel you. Because that was playoffs. Redemption.
Yeah, that's why I left.
It was at the free throw line. I remember that. And I just see, they call him Chuck. George called him Chuck on the mic.
Yeah.
Talking about Game.
Yeah.
Just talking to Jerryon, and Jerryon not backing off of whatever he's saying.
That's Jay Hen. As for the people who don't know, that's He was a teammate of mine as well when I was with Public Enemy. But yeah, that's
his
Jay.
own teammate.
Yeah, yeah, definitely that. That's why I told you I'm starting off this first one spicy. We going spicy with these exotic questions now. But yeah, Jay Hen's is special, man. And my guy, he's his own personality, man. He's not gonna let anybody feel like put him in situations where they're, overpower him or making him feel small. So
of course, no one wants to feel that way.
So I don't know that situation, but tell me what you remember.
I mean, I just remember once they was talking, not just everybody's not really taking it serious because it's just like, okay, y'all teammates just getting on each other or whatever. But no one thought he was gonna go up and just smack him across the head, and we were like. And I think it was funny because the other player that was at the free throw line forgot Chris. His name is Chris. Mm-hmm. So I forgot his last name. Johnson. Chris Johnson at the free throw line. He still shot. He still shot his free throw. I think Coach Keon was like, "Yeah, count that." Like I don't know what they doing over here. The ref KC just looking like.
Oh yeah, I know
standing
KC.
there, yeah. And so I think I ran from the lobby area. I ran up there and just got on the court, like, what is going on? And then it's just everybody on the court. But the fight itself was hilarious because
it won't
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Like the whole
it was like
it's like he wanted to fight but didn't want to fight. The way his stand, I was just confused.
Me myself looking from, because like I said one day, I saw from the media intake when it happened. Game hit Jay Hen. And then when Jay Hen realized he got hit, I think Jay Hen also understand who had hit him.
Nah, he knew he got hit by Game.
You think so?
Yeah, nobody else was.
But at the same, no, but I'm not talking about that. I know he got hit by Game. I'm talking about still his game. As far as that retaliation, you go there.
Oh,
you got to go all the way there.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
So that's kind of what I seen, because like I said, I'm the outside looking in. We'll never know. I might got to put my boy Jay Hen up here. Somebody might got to contact Game for me. You see if we get him in here. But me outside looking in, I think just from when the game hit, Hen still recognize it was the game. So you get that. You gotta go there. So
you gotta go there.
Yeah. So
so Jay Hen do these, but it's just like damn.
Facts.
Like, but as soon as that happened, that was the end all of the team. It can never get back to how it was.
Nah, definitely.
That tore it all apart.
Definitely. Yeah, because even next year that team wasn't there. That's why I said that's when Public Enemy came about.
That's when Public Enemy came about. And then disciplinary actions took place after that. It was just like security, the police from the school got involved because it was just a little bit of chaos. But we handled it as best as we could, and Game apologized afterwards, so I respect that. And that was it.
Yeah.
But he cool people. Every time I see him in traffic somewhere, it's all love.
For sure. That's good. So that's one of the spicy tastes.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I got. Let me see what else I got. Cause that was a tough one to kick off with.
Yeah.
What I got here? Oh, I'm pretty sure. I know you was there that day. Franklin Sessions caught that boy Denzel Valentine.
Ooh.
Coughing and all. It's spicy. This conversation is spicy.
When Frank had that moment, that's what put Frank. Like I was like, yeah, salute. He did that because that's like he put on for his city with that one. Like he was like, I'm just giving my all, and then Valentine couldn't even say nothing. Like that was just the sad part about it. I'm like, damn, I actually felt bad for him low key, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, but Frank put it on.
Yeah, because Frank is homegrown. Frank is homegrown, true. He's been there, won the many awards in the Drew. He's been around the Drew for how many years?
Ooh, since he was what, 17, 18?
That's tough.
He played with a few teams, Charles Lovely, the Panthers back in the day. Mm-hmm. Frank wasn't even like a hooper like that. He didn't want to. It was just for fun for him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was skateboarder. Frank used to ride skateboard.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on your head, Frank.
Oh, you didn't know Frank was a skateboarder?
I didn't know you rode skateboards, but I can kind of see it because he snowboards.
He
snowboards, so
yeah,
I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it.
it.
It's wild because the when I first kind of met Frank, it was kind of through battle playing against him.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I kind of looking for the negatives of him, you feel me, but actually being a teammate of him, and then actually, you know, becoming friends with him, and over the years, man, it's just amazing to see his story, man. A guy to, you know, working a 9 to 5, and then, you know, start chasing his dreams, man.
Start chasing his dreams.
Yeah. I'm on his head too, cause he's supposed to be on one of my podcasts, man. So I'm on his head too. He's supposed to been to the interview, but
for sure,
he played basketball, he modeled, he snowboard, he do a lot, man. That's a blessing for him. Definitely. It's big to see.
I'm so happy for Frank.
Yeah. But that day.
Yeah, it's always still talked about.
For sure.
Valentine is like when you probably type downtime in there, that video pops up.
Oh gosh, you're not lying though. You're not lying. I can really go to YouTube right now.
But
for sure, it ain't. We're not downplaying no.
So like,
we're not downplaying no player, man. This ain't about none of that, man. So I don't want nobody to think that, but. Everybody had one of them times where people had to get that smoke put on them, man. And
it was a moment.
What it is, man. And it just happened to be he was a part of the Drew.
It happened to be him.
And it happened to be him and the Drew, man. Because Frank was giving it to him on the offensive end, and then he turned around and guarded him on the defensive end. That's the bad part. Like he was. Oh. Man, he was scoring on you. Then he told you couldn't score on me. Like,
They had the subtitles and everything on the video.
My goodness gracious. That was, oh my God, that was why it's so crazy to this day. Like you can really type in that video and see it to this day, man.
He was so confident. I
said, oh my God! And then there was the chatter before the game that led up to it. Was like, man, it just didn't pan out well.
Exactly what he said he was gonna do. That makes it even.
Oh my God, it was a long day for bro. So I got another one, and I ain't gonna lie. Let me grab my jacket.
All right.
Because I heard something about this one, Chaniel. I ain't gonna lie. This is between me. This is a little personal. So let me grab my jacket.
I love it. Represent that green and gold.
Grab my jacket for this one, y'all. You know, one time.
There you go.
You know, turn my trophy around. You know, y'all see the trophy. You know, y'all see. So I heard from a little birdie, Chaniel.
Yeah.
When the championship and playoffs rolled around, now you was always going against me now. I'm just saying.
In regards to
winning.
In regards to who?
When I won. You always wanted my team to lose now.
Who said that?
I don't give away no sources now.
Oh my gosh.
This ain't what that's about, Chanel. This is about me. We having a conversation here. I want to know. So you know.
Look, I don't have no.
You know.
I'm not biased. I can't.
I know you're not biased, but I know you definitely is. It's some inner homegrown girl that you happy to see a couple of teams win, just from you being around the league for a while. I understand it.
What did this person?
I just told you. Okay. They just said that when with Trez in them playoffs.
I be thinking
when I lose, you happy. I'm just saying.
People be saying stuff like that, making up stuff just to go in the locker room. They said this. The Drew said that.
That's why I'm asking.
Y'all get out there. Y'all better whoop they.
That's why I'm asking. Okay. That's why I come to the source. They had to ask. I heard.
Nah, that ain't
Bird. Okay. My fault. I heard Lil Birdie. That's what they said. Lil Birdie said Chaniel happy when
That is funny.
Team Trez apart. They lose. And I've been losing in the championship. I have. I lose in championship the playoffs.
Yeah, but that ain't true about
it's tough.
me.
Okay. I had to ask. I had to get that one out.
I'm glad you did.
That was a personal one. I had to get off my chest. A little bit. No, I'm just saying. No. Okay. So, what is one moment from the Drew that you kind of wish that didn't take place? Because it didn't show the Drew in the light you wanted to be in.
No, it happened the way it was supposed to happen. So whatever flaws, whatever embarrassing moments or something that people may think is embarrassing or something like, ooh, I wouldn't have shown that. If it's out there, people seeing it, it was supposed to happen. Right? the Drew is what it is because of all of the good and the bad and in between that make it special, that make it unique. We're not a cookie cutter league. We're not the NBA. We're not any of that. We are who we are. We have very like our staff is, a lot of them aren't trained. They love the game so much and they love the Drew so much, so they come to learn just by scaling and watching and just peeping how things go, and then they just want to help. So we ain't looking for anybody that just um, in the corporate world that have all this stuff together on it. It's like, man, you love how to do, you want to learn, man, we'll put you out there and we'll get you to, learn how to do it and figure it out. But as far as the Drews, what I wouldn't change anything. Um, it's authentic, it's very raw, and we give it to you how it is. And but we run a very tight knit, personal. Professional league. Sure. Because you have to run it that way. It has to be organized, and because then people won't respect what you got going on. And so, no, it's some mom and pops, but that's how we run it internally, mom and pops. But at the end of the day, we still make sure that it's ran professional.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's a mom and pop. I mean, everybody knows what it's Drew, and you feel me, knows the rules of it, and y'all done created something that, a lot of people want to follow and try to emulate. So I really wouldn't say it's a mom and pop. You feel me? Like, y'all just actually a team of, individual peoples that, have a set of rules that y'all just stick by no matter who it is that comes to the show. And I respect that. I definitely respect that. The next question I had was my OG on the mic.
Yeah, George.
What happened that day where y'all suspended my boy George?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yep.
Without
get some of these sour candies too. Yeah. You ain't got to implement no names and stuff, but what the incident that took place for my boy.
So my boy,
that's suspended.
Right? So G, without saying too much, he was going through some real personal things that happened in his life.
Yeah, I talked to him, so we ain't gotta talk about that.
So when that happened, he just wasn't himself, and he'll say that he just wasn't himself. So it's things he was saying on the mic, and I never heard George talk the way he was talking during that time. And he said a little too much, and we were like, hey, G, hey, if you need to go home, take that time off, because G don't miss a game.
Not at all.
Never misses a game.
At all.
He could keep standing on that mic for another 2-3 games after we didn't have a 6-game schedule.
Easily.
And he's a historian. He knows everything about that person and what they did and what accolades, nicknames. So, I never heard George talk the way he was talking on the mic, but that's because he was dealing with something internally that nobody really knew.
For sure.
But certain people, and we had to, he's family first, and we had to we cared about his health.
Yeah.
That was damn this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's what's going on with you right now. You need us. You need a time to yourself. Yeah. That's what that was. So the suspension, I hate to use the word suspension, but it was more of a.
It was more so a mental space.
It was a mental space. It was a break, and it did hurt him seeing somebody else on the mic for the time being. Not being there, because he's like, damn, I've never been away of a Drew game since I started.
Right.
Which we know that was going to hurt him, but sometimes you gotta, take. It just
goes back to, like I said, about y'all having y'all rules, man. That's implemented to everybody, man. That's somebody that has been with y'all for years, man, and that it's family to y'all, man. And you even enforce them on, him. Yeah, George, you just gotta take a step back. You feel me? So,
right now. And that's what for everybody, player, coach.
Everybody should respect that.
Yeah.
Look, bro, we don't take favoritism to nobody. Everybody is held to a higher standard here, and we're gonna treat everybody and hold you accountable. So.
And that's exactly what it was.
I respect that. My next question, part of it was, who the hell told your announcer? That wasn't George. That wasn't no George.
Wait, okay, because it was 2. Was it
whoever I had for mine?
I don't remember.
For mine, it won't. It wasn't my boy.
It wasn't the one in the playoffs, was it? Okay, regular season. Was it regular season?
I can't think. It won't. But it wasn't my boy.
It wasn't Mouthpiece. So what's the Mouthpiece?
It won't. It be at
BBL
and stuff.
It wasn't him.
No.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Who picked it?
Look here.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't know what boy was talking about. He was saying something off the wall stuff. He didn't know the players.
Yeah, he didn't know the players. It was one of those
last moment, seemed like.
It was well, see, there's not that many MCs like that in LA. So
you could have got my boy that be
Well, Mouthpiece wasn't a big one at the time.
You could have got my boy that be messing with us, that be out there behind the bench stuff.
Who?
Oh man.
Behind the bench.
Dark skinned buddy that always
from Miami? Sarge?
It might be
talking mess.
Yeah. You could have got him.
Absolutely.
You could have got my boy.
No.
He stay out there. You hear him more than the mic sometimes.
Yeah, you really do.
He ain't gonna make it. Yeah, bro, you could have got him. At least you know what he would have been talking about.
I know who you talk. I know who the MC. He's a.
We ain't gotta call no names.
Right.
It's us talking.
But he wasn't there after that.
Right? I'm glad. It's just because.
Okay, so
I'm just saying. Yeah, I gotta express what I feel, Chaniel. It's part of my game. I just gotta express what I feel.
And you said he was on your game.
He was on my game. He wasn't talking about he was trying to give my boy's names and stuff like that.
No, and he was
off the wall stuff. Like you can't do that, man. You gotta follow up, man. People already got names out here, man.
And when that happened, everybody was like,
yeah, because it wasn't.
I know it wasn't it, and that's why it was Payne and George. Like, damn, George, just get yourself together, man, because we don't want to have this happen again.
Right.
But it will if you don't get back on your shit.
For sure. So, tell me one. Let's see. This might not be as spicy. What is one matchup that you've witnessed in the Drew that no. Speaking of it, let's double back. I've been taking a little drink. I almost forgot. That game.
Okay.
Where LeBron James was there.
Okay.
He played DeMar DeRozan.
He played with DeMar, yeah. Okay.
No.
Wait, against?
Was it against?
No, they played together.
That was on. Yeah, he was on his team. He was on his team. Mm-hmm. Black Pearl. That's who they played.
Yep.
Shout out to Black Pearl. It's gonna be the heartbeat right here.
Is that what?
You ain't got the. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know. What was it though?
It's the heartbeat. Yeah, it's the heartbeat. That shot in the corner.
That shot in
the last shot in the corner for game. We pull up if you need to see it.
Please.
I was hoping she asked me. Hold on.
You gotta refresh
remote, please.
You talking about remote? Yeah. You already having it ready.
Oh no, it ain't ready, but we can go to it. We definitely go to it for sure. You definitely go to it for sure. We got YouTube, everything. Like I said, we ain't got no sponsorship.
The shot in the corner.
Yeah, we
trying to. You know where I was at during that game? Everywhere else but inside.
Oh well, let's go back to it.
It was nowhere to stand. I wanted other people to experience it, so I kept ducking, moving.
Let's see if we can
trying to get people from outside in. It was. So yeah, you gotta show me though.
Don't worry. We can go to it real quick. We got YouTube. This is new millennium. We can pull up stuff quick, fast, and hurry. Here we go. The Drew League is iconic, baby. We got
Here clips. We go with the footage.
Yeah, we're gonna skip ahead too. Hold on. Let's see.
Look at all them people. You're not even gonna find me. Yeah. I don't know. Look at May.
Hold on. That's another staple, you feel me? But so you see where Buddy is in the pink shirt?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That's the other side. Okay. I'm about to say me and my brother was there. Yeah, we on the other side. Now look at that.
The corner, the shot in the corner.
Oh no. This is just the clips. These are just the clips.
So you gotta fast forward.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fast forward, but no, we're gonna watch some of these clips because this day was iconic.
If you see a green shirt, that's me.
This day was iconic.
Look at that.
This was an iconic day.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is wild.
It was teams that wasn't even playing that day pulled up, took all the parking upstairs.
I hate how ballers like be doing that. It'll start the clip and then they'll go back. And this clip is like so long. Look, that's what I was talking about. There go Quavo. Come right over there with me and my brother.
Came right after that.
Yep, Drake came.
My goodness. Where was I at?
Look at this.
Madhouse. Who played? That was Undisputed. So y'all play Undisputed? No, y'all didn't play Undisputed. Because that was the first. Okay, what time was the game even?
They was out to us, but.
Okay, so Cheaters. Okay, y'all played after them?
No, we played before them. We was the first game. We was the first game that day.
So they were the second game?
Yeah.
This is the second. Okay.
Yeah, I came. Me and my brother came out and sat out courtside after this.
So the first game. Okay, so the first game.
All right, look at this. This is wild.
Wow.
So look, this is wild. This whole ball's life. I ain't seen all this. So we're gonna see if we can get to the spot where the question is being asked real quick. See if that's a part of it.
Okay. It's crazy because they was supposed. BPE was going.
That we got. This is what we're about to get to.
So guess down to.
Oh no, that's still not. That ain't as far enough what we needed. Okay. Oh.
They gonna get ran out.
There it is. Hold up. I'm sorry. Here we go. Yep, here we go. I don't know why I think that clock is way further than what it is. We gotta do something about this now. You see the clock?
What's wrong with the clock?
I mean, it's just saying. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
What?
Can you tell how much time is up there? Can you tell how much time is up there?
Yes.
How much?
2:39.
Ain't no way, Chanel. Cause you wanna know why? It's about to be the last shot of the game.
Well, I have glasses.
Chanel, I ain't got glasses, and I still can't tell you how much time on that clock. I really think it's 2.7.
We can't really. It's the reflection. You can't see off the.
Chanel,
lights,
we gotta do something a little bit better. We gotta talk to them about upgrading the high school clock. Cause
you can see that clock when you in that gym.
Maybe in the gym. Maybe.
Yeah. So us seeing it from here.
I don't know. It might be that. I don't know.
It's the tequila, huh?
It could be.
It could be.
Okay. But here we go.
Okay.
Watch this play.
Okay.
104, 102.
I can't even see. Okay. He couldn't even save the ball.
Chanel.
Whatever.
That's a foul.
That was a foul?
Chanel.
Go back.
That's a foul.
That lady's fingernail was in the thing.
I understand.
Let me look at it again.
That's a foul, Chanel.
No. You can't.
Chanel.
If you was standing right there and you saw it, but from this angle on TV, I can't tell.
Pass my phone, please.
I know.
I'm gonna show you what. No, it's
Guess where I was at?
No, not Chanel.
Outside somewhere.
Chanel, I'm just saying. I understand how they couldn't lose that game. Who was there that day?
Yeah, I mean.
I understand that couldn't happen.
I'm glad
Chanel.
they played Black Pearl though, because Black Pearl was a number 2 in the league. They were a good team at the time. So I'm glad.
What? They hadn't lost. That was their first loss. Mm-hmm. It was their first loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, squad.
Gotta make sure I got my boy. Make sure I got his IG right, because I definitely think it's BP Elite.
Yeah.
Black Pearl.
Black Pearl Elite.
Yeah.
Lamar Young.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Black Pearl.
Facts. I think he changed his IG.
No, maybe.
He had to. It's not Black Pearl. Cause I followed him. Cause it's a shot, Chanel. I'm telling you, hey, that's what we looking at right here, Chanel. You got tap on the wrist. You got tap on the wrist, Chanel.
He
got him on the wrist. Black Pearl got it in freeze frame. Literally. Contested the shot, like you can't see it right there.
Now I think about it, I remember him posting about that for about a good 2 weeks. I hate when stuff like that happen. You know, you fight to the end and you thinking like, dang.
That was
if it should have been called. I would admit if I seen it,
I wish I could
I
just
be in
pull
the
up the
corners
picture.
like that, like, ooh, that was a try. Well,
I wish I could just pull the picture, Chaniel, because when you see the picture, you gonna agree with me and see where I'm coming from. I just can't find a IG because my boy definitely be
probably took it down.
Yeah, he had to.
I know they have a page for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I know y'all tagged him before. Cause when you see that actual picture,
He spelled Black Pearl with 2 C's. Team Black Pearl Elite.
Ah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Let me see. I'm scrolling down. He got all the other stuff.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see if I. Let me see it. Let me see.
Ian Braun. Hold on. Let's see. Oh no.
Go to the pictures. Just go to the picture. It should be an icon today.
I don't see nothing.
Did he take it? No way. No way. No way he took that one down. He was arguing about it for too long. He had clips of it. He had slow mo freeze frame. Nah. You just ain't go. I don't think you went out far enough.
I'm looking.
Hold on. No way he took that one down. When you played against Bron.
Oh, excuse me. You said he just kept posting, huh?
He might did. Nope. Here it is. Chaniel.
Oh,
is it a foul? Is it a foul? Is it a foul? Is it a foul? Is that a foul?
Yeah, he definitely hit his hand.
Is that a foul?
Yes, he definitely hit his hand.
Yeah, this right here. 104, 102.
Damn, that was game?
That's the last shot, Chaniel. The one we just watched.
Yeah, he should have.
That's the one we just watched. He talked about that for a week.
Look, let me see. This is a foul. Don't care if it's the last play.
You hear him?
I see it. The comments.
Look at the fast motion now. I'll show it to you fast. I'll let you finish reading that. I'm going to show it to you.
I was looking at the comments.
I'm going to just show it to you in fast motion. Look, take a look. Look.
Ouch.
That's 3 free throws.
Yeah. You think he was going to hit them all?
We never know. They didn't have that chance to figure out.
I hate when stuff like that happens.
I mean, I just got to ask. This is what these conversations is about. We gonna ask some spicy ones here. Yeah, this is what these about, because that was gonna be a big one right there. That was gonna be a headliner.
Yeah.
To lose with Bron and DeMar to a team with no pro.
I remember watching the ESPN when they was doing
That's what I'm saying.
That's and it was like the game was close too. They almost lost. I remember when the commentators.
So imagine what it would have been
if they did lose. That's what I'm talking about. That was some good competition right there. I'm glad
definitely
the game went down to the end.
That was the day.
I know the results wasn't in their favor, and they should have, been at the free throw line.
I mean, hey, I'm just here to ask questions, man. Don't shoot the messenger is all I gotta say. Don't shoot the messenger is all I'm saying. Just gotta ask questions. That's it. So, my next question, I don't know if this is a spicy one. It could be just one that's a question that I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, how can I put this? As far as the Drew has come and where it is now, what more do you kind of want the Drew to really do? You feel me? Like really represent, if that makes sense. What more do you want to bring to it to, have people get more understanding of what the Drew is?
What I want to see the Drew accomplish in the near future is where we have our own facility. I really want to come together with a lot of the local guys that from here to make that possible, because it's endless opportunities that can come about by just having your own. And that's really one thing that's missing because people don't know, like, every summer it's a struggle trying to figure out, like, damn, are we gonna get the permit in time? Or are they gonna give us the gym? Or are they gonna allow another group to come in? But we have a really good relationship with the school, so they always want us there. But it's the school district that you have to get the okay from initially.
Yes,
So,
that's why I didn't know. That's
yeah,
news. I didn't know.
yeah,
That. I thought like every year y'all just always automatically locked in for it.
yeah. I mean, the school knows to, like,
No, I
to
mean
make
even with
sure
the city, like
with
how
the
you said with
city.
the permit.
Yeah, like
I just thought y'all would be locked in already.
yeah, it just takes. I mean, we have to do it every year, but every year they want to go further up with. Oh, it costs this now. Now, okay, you doing this? Okay, y'all want to film? Y'all want to have a snack? Okay, well, y'all gotta. We're gonna add extra, extra, extra. It don't matter what we give back. It's they got to get theirs, and they keep going up, and so we're like, what we're bringing to the community and to the city is just bigger than what that space can provide. Mm-hmm. So with our foundation, with our women's league, we have the youth camps and stuff like that, and we're like, dang, we're swelling up King Drew, and I feel like we could do so much more if we just had the space.
Right.
Have an academy, we can have all kind of programmings there with stuff dealing with schooling. It's just it's so much that could happen, and we've talked about it for a while, but it's really just getting the backing.
Right.
So that's what I would say, because we touched on the international piece, we touched on the women's piece. We're still growing all of that type of stuff in the relationships, but I feel like that's really going to take it to another level if we get that done.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So, what? I'm gonna ask this question. You got our rings already?
I almost done.
Okay. Okay. I just gotta ask that. You know, I ain't had one of them in a while. It's gonna be good to put that on. Game one. I ain't had one of them in a little minute. You feel it?
It look nice too.
I had one of them in a little minute. You
they
feel
look,
me?
they look nice.
Yeah. You know. What was your take on Tuff Fades? This was our first year. I want to hear that. Yeah.
My take, when I saw the roster, I was like, okay, Public Enemy.
What?
Public Enemy.
How? Only person that's there is me and Frank. No. Me, Frank, Bell, and
Come on, keep going.
Me, Frank, Bell, Stick Up Kid. Who? Ro? Gangsta Ro? He was hurt.
But he was there. He was.
I mean, definitely. Yeah, Gangsta Ro was there. He tore his shit. He tore his Achilles.
So y'all took what? 6 players? Y'all only.
What?
Y'all only played.
You see what we add?
And y'all brought.
We only played 6. No way.
When y'all was Public
First of all, what was what?
Public Enemy, y'all played 6. Y'all rotation was 6.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. We used other people. Because it started with, you got to think, because at the same time, you got to think, Mike James played with us for a little bit.
Yeah, it was just 6 of y'all, though.
Mike James started. No, and then you got to think, his nephew,
talking about,
Trey.
Mike James played, and then
But his nephew was there every game, so the starting lineup was, I can't think of his name, it's in my head right now. Holder.
Trey Holder.
Yeah, so Trey, Frank, me, Bell.
Come on, Public. Y'all had Q. Dunk contest. Q. Oh,
that's the start with us. So that's 5 right there. But we came off the bench with Jay Hen, Gangsta Ro, Stick Up Kid, Stowe.
Yeah. Y'all had a good 75%.
That's 4 people off the bench right there.
No,
only people who didn't.
I had nothing against it. I
was me.
I was just like, okay.
No way you're gonna call my Tuff Fades team Public Enemy. You're not gonna do that.
I just said most of it. I said most.
You're not gonna do that. No.
I just said most. No. Was it most or was it not?
You gotta think. Those guys are like how TA is with Bobby and them. Like they kind of like best friends grew up with Frank. So
I mean, what y'all got y'all core? Okay, y'all got y'all core.
It's really their core. It's really Frank. Those like you feel me? Don't get me wrong, like those definitely my homies. But as far as like day to day, you feel me? Like that's Frank's core guys. You feel me? Stick Up Kid, Gangsta Road, Bell, Stowe. You feel me? You know Jake Hen, like that's them boys. Core group, you feel me? I was just kind of like sprinkled in, but no way you're gonna call that because we got Body Bad, Ty. We got what's up, Bionic. Who am I missing? We had the young.
I got the
list.
Young
boy. We had the young.
I
boy
got y'all list. Huh?
The young boy Trey that played. He's in the G League now. He plays for the Cavs now. He was with the Magic.
No, y'all.
Maxell. His last name. Maddox. Maddox is his last name. Trey Maddox.
I remember Maddox.
Yeah.
On the list. Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, there's no way you're gonna call my Tuff Fades team. I'm not gonna let her do that to us, boys.
My bad.
I'm not gonna let her do that to us, boys.
I had to.
Yeah, don't worry. I got us,
I was
boys.
just thinking.
I got us, boys.
Loud.
Don't worry. I got us.
You Gangsta Road.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just looking at that.
The core group, with Frank.
So that's what.
Yeah. No. I told you.
So wait, the question was, what did I think about the team?
Yeah. Because it was tough when everybody had to catch that fade.
I love the name, but who came up with the name?
Me and Frank.
I love the name.
You want to know why? Because it's tough to have to catch that fade on Saturday or Sunday. You don't want to line up with that fade?
A lot of teams was on y'all. They did not want to see. Not me. Don't say y'all. I'm just hearing. Don't put me in the y'all. I'm not in the y'all category. Yeah, but.
Yeah, what? You still ain't heard nothing. What was your? I still ain't heard your opinion.
Not the overall. Just overall.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. I wasn't expecting anything less, so it was no surprise that y'all.
What would have been a conversation if we lost it? I wasn't there. I ain't had no say on either way. My boys held it down.
Yo, who?
My boys held it down. I said, what would have been the conversation if we lost? I wasn't there. I played 5 games.
Yeah.
Before I told my shit.
They held.
They did what they done. I was watching from the TV and FaceTime them boys.
Yeah.
So I want to know what would have been the comments if we were lost.
Yeah, I almost lost to an 8 seed.
I wasn't there.
That was dog pound.
I had to watch. Yeah. I was watching.
Did you see that?
I watched every game. You know, I watched every game.
I forgot his name. Curly hair? Killing.
I watched every game.
Oh, I said, Frank was like.
I told him, I tested him at halftime and told him we playing around.
Yeah.
With a team that we should easily beat.
And but see, that's what playoffs is about.
Right.
It's like you don't know. They come in thinking, oh yeah, we about to breeze through this. Shoot, playoffs is a different monster. So like y'all about to lose to AC. All right, we didn't see this happening, but okay.
Once again, what would have been the comments if we would have lost or we didn't bring this home? That's what the question was.
I don't think that. I feel like people knew y'all was gonna get far. I know a lot of people that was against. I heard a lot of people that was definitely for y'all, and didn't think that a bunch of guys that for a first year team can actually make it because it's hard to win a chip at the Drew. So the fact that y'all did that, kudos. Like y'all did that.
Okay, I want to know. I want that. I couldn't run my boys. So I just wanted to know what would have been the conversation if the boys didn't do. We would have lost it. You feel me? Because
they played.
I kind of know what I would have. I kind of know what the conversation would have been.
What you would have heard?
Oh, they ain't got treads. They need a pro player to win this, that, and third. Like, yeah.
They didn't. They really.
That's what would have been the comments. But my boy Moon shot the ball out the gym.
I forgot
my boy, X.
Moon.
That's his name, X.
Because I was like,
yeah, clip.
I didn't know about Xavier until he came, and then he started. I was like,
I knew X just a little bit just off from the G League.
Yeah,
like he one of the ones who ain't really got his full opportunity yet. But
he was just shooting them out, and he was just having fun with it. I was like, damn, he had game because then Frank didn't have to always have the ball.
Yeah.
So X when he came through, I was like, yeah, that's what they've been missing. Somebody else that could score.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they felt like it. So yeah, nah, he was just a floor general for y'all team.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching X play.
Yeah. Well, it looked like it's.
Yeah, I know, and that was on my birthday too.
It ain't far for this for the summer to roll back around. It ain't sound back right. Yeah, that's why I asked you.
It's almost there.
If I had that, when the Rings is game 1.
Game 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna be available for game 1.
Yeah.
Our Trez is back. Everybody think I'm dead.
Ain't nobody think you dead.
Everybody think I'm dead because nigga have injury type shit. I ain't seen him in a while and they think I'm dead. But I got a jam packed summer.
That's right.
I got a jam packed summer. I'm definitely gonna be back out in the Drew. I gotta get back out there. I haven't able to play stopping and wasn't able to do my regimen, but to see my guys actually grab one of these
they did
for me,
that.
I ain't really seen one of these except for what other people had,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, get one personally,
back to back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely see that, and who was there to get in the conversation with that? Us.
Yes.
What I want to end off with the podcast is I want you to actually tell the viewers, tell the people who the real Chaniel is, the person that Chaniel is, not because we done had a conversation for over an hour now about the different accolades that you've been awarded. Your time throughout LA, coming up throughout LA, basketball in LA. The involvement of the Drew, being that staple in LA. But tell me what your viewing is of who Chaniel is. That's what this podcast is about. The real you.
Thank you for asking that. I'm a mom first, God-fearing woman, and I'm a helpmate. Like, I'm always looking to figure out how to help others. It's simple. I like my simple things. My like, I like cooking. I like just watching different old school TV shows like Martin, just taking it back some. I like the docu-series. I love documentaries. But I'm a person that you could depend on. I'm a person that people go to seek advice. I'm a real like friend girl. So, and I just like to have a good time, but not too much. But I'm very simple, I would say, overall. Always looking to laugh, joke around, just be easy with it. So nothing more, nothing less. But I'm a person that I'm an open book though. So if you got a question about anything, always there to answer the best I can. So.
Well, that's just all the time we got. I want to say definitely thank you to Chaniel for coming here, being a part of the first podcast, the first episode of The Real You with Monsta myself. I definitely want to thank you for that. So thank you.
Thank you. It's been fun. Thank you for the questions. Thank you. Congratulations on your podcast. I'm honored to be the first person on your show.
For sure. So definitely, like I said, I want to say thank you. And this has been The Real You with Monsta. We're signing off today. Like I said, we got the beautiful Chaniel Smiley here, the face of the Drew League. If you want to actually have conversations with her and actually get to know her even more, man, come on out to LA to the Drew League and ask those questions in person, man.
Got to.
For sure, definitely.